Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A large, usually metallic, vessel for holding gases or liquids. A cell for violent prisoners. An enclosed armored military vehicle. Has a cannon and moves on caterpillar treads. A freight car that transports liquids or gases in bulk. As much as a tank will hold. Consume excessive amounts of alcohol. Store in a tank by causing something to flow into it. Treat in a tank. Tank animal refuse. A large, usually metallic, vessel for holding gases or liquids. A cell for violent prisoners. A refrigerator for cooling liquids. An iced drink, especially white wine and fruit juice. An enclosed armored military vehicle. Has a cannon and moves on caterpillar treads. An enclosed armored military vehicle. Has a cannon and moves on caterpillar treads. An enclosed armored military vehicle. Has a cannon and moves on caterpillar treads. A freight car that transports liquids or gases in bulk. As much as a tank will hold. A craft designed for water transportation. A tube in which a body fluid circulates. An object used as a container, especially for liquids. A room where a prisoner is kept. Small room in which a monk or nun lives. A device that delivers an electric current as the result of a chemical reaction. A handheld mobile radio telephone for use in an area divided into small sections, each with its own short-range transmitter, receiver. A small unit serving as part of or as the nucleus of a larger political movement. Any small compartment. The cells of a honeycomb. Biology. The basic structural and functional unit of all organisms. They may exist as independent units of life, as in monads, or may form colonies or tissues as in higher plants and animals. A room where a prisoner is kept. A room where a prisoner is kept. Vehicle used by the armed forces. A self-propelled vehicle that moves on tracks. A vehicle that is protected by armor plate. A vehicle that is protected by armor plate. A railway car that carries freight. The quantity that a container will hold. An alcoholic beverage that is distilled rather than fermented. Consume alcohol. Propose a toast to. Let's drink to the new year. Be fascinated or spellbound by. Pay close attention to. The mother drinks in every word of her son on the stage. Any liquid suitable for drinking. The act of swallowing. He took a drink of his beer and smacked his lips. The act of drinking alcoholic beverages to excess. Drink was his downfall. Consume alcohol. We were up drinking all night. Drink excessive amounts of alcohol. Be an alcoholic. The husband drinks and beats his wife. Take in liquids. The patient must drink several liters each day. Any large deep body of water. He jumped into the drink and had to be rescued. A single serving of a beverage. I asked for a hot drink. Consume alcohol. Be confusing or perplexing to. Cause to be unable to think clearly. This question befuddled even the teacher. Make stupid with alcohol. A confused multitude of things. Consume alcohol. An electronic memory device. A depository for goods. Storehouses were built close to the docks. A mercantile establishment for the retail sale of goods or services. Keep or lay aside for future use. Store grain for the winter. A supply of something available for future use. He brought back a large store of Cuban cigars. Find a place for and put away for storage. I couldn't store all the books in the attic, so I sold some. A natural prolongation or projection from a part of an organism, either animal or plant. A bony process. A writ issued by authority of law usually compels the defendant's attendance in a civil suit. Failure to appear results in a default judgment against the defendant. Shape, form, or improve a material. Process iron. Deliver a warrant or summons to someone. He was processed by the sheriff. A sustained phenomenon, or one marked by gradual changes through a series of states. Events now in process. Institute legal proceedings against. File a suit against. He was warned that the district attorney would process him. March in a procession. They processed into the dining room. A particular course of action intended to achieve a result. It was a process of trial and error. Psychology. The performance of some composite cognitive activity. An operation that affects mental contents. The process of thinking. A mental process that you are not directly aware of. The process of denial. Subject to a process or treatment, with the aim of readying for some purpose, improving, or remedying a condition. Process cheese. Deal with in a routine way. Process alone. Perform mathematical and logical operations on data, according to programmed instructions in order to obtain the required information. The results of the elections were still being processed when he gave his acceptance speech. Provide with choice or abundant food or drink. Don't worry about the expensive wine, I'm treating. Provide treatment for. The doctor treated my broken leg. Something considered choice to eat. Interact in a certain way. Act on verbally or in some form of artistic expression. The new book treats the history of China. Subject to a process or treatment, with the aim of readying for some purpose, improving, or remedying a condition. Treat the water so it can be drunk. An occurrence that causes special pleasure or delight. Engage in negotiations in order to reach an agreement. They had to treat with the king. Provide with a gift or entertainment. Grandmother always treated us to the circus. Regard or consider in a specific way. I treated his advances as a joke. A tank for holding gasoline to supply a vehicle. A tank that holds the water used to flush a toilet. A sac or cavity containing fluid, especially lymph or cerebrospinal fluid. An artificial reservoir for storing liquids, especially an underground tank for storing rainwater. Large tank where solid matter or sewage is disintegrated by bacteria. A tank or pool or bowl filled with water for keeping live fish and underwater animals. A tank or pool or bowl filled with water for keeping live fish and underwater animals. A large gas-tight spherical or cylindrical tank for holding gas to be used as fuel.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.